Hi everyone, Charlene here, also known as Dreamcraft Create. Today I'm on the Hero Arts channel and I'm going to share with you some Christmas in July inspiration using the new July 2026 Home for the Holidays collection from Hero Arts. I'm going to share with you two different ways to stretch your supplies. We're going to use a wreath to create a letter, and we're going to use a sentiment stamp to create a background. So let's go down to my desk and see what we're working with. To create my card, I'm going to use the Winter Wreath die set. This die set can create a large layered wreath or a small layered wreath. There are also letter dies to create the word joy in both a large size and a small size. There's a bow as well as a door hanger that you can use for your wreath. And then there are some lemon or orange slice dies you can use, as well as cinnamon sticks and berries. So let's start by picking out some colors of cardstock. I'm cutting the smaller layer of the wreath from rainforest and the larger layer from fern cardstock. That's going to give us instant dimension without ink blending. The J and Y I'm cutting from brushed gold metallic cardstock, and the berries to make that classic Christmas palette I'm using cranberry. Now we can put together our wreath. I'll start by adding glue to the back of the smaller wreath layer, and then I'm going to layer that directly over the top of the larger wreath. I'll add a few dots here and there along the edge of the wreath, and then I can use a pickup tool to adhere the small and medium berries that I cut out from the cranberry cardstock. This will quickly and easily create a wreath that we can use as an O in between our metallic J and our metallic Y. Let's move on to creating our background. I'm starting with a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch piece of cranberry cardstock and placing it inside my stamping platform. I'm covering the entire panel in anti-static powder because we're going to do heat embossing with the Season's Greetings stamp. This stamp pairs perfectly with the sentiment strips die, so you could stamp out all of these sentiments and then die cut them at the same time using this die. Instead, what I'm going to do is I am going to use the entire stamp to create a fun text background on our card. So I will lift that stamp up in full with my top plate, bring in some embossing and watermark ink, and make sure to ink up my stamp really well. Now I'll go ahead and flip the lid and apply some good solid pressure all the way across. And I like to do a second stamping just to make sure that I get a really crisp result. So I'll flip and press a second time. Using my tweezers, I'll remove the panel from my stamping platform. Then using some bright white embossing powder, I will cover half of the panel, tap it off, turn it around in my hand, and then I can use the embossing powder on the second half of the panel. You do want to get your heat tool nice and hot before you bring it to the paper, and then as you melt the embossing powder, you want to move quickly so that you don't over melt the powder. Once I've melted the first half, I can turn the panel around and melt the other side. You always want to turn it in the light to make sure everything is melted, and then you can see how nice these would look as sentiment strips if that's what we wanted to do. I'm going to trim about 1/4 inch off of each side of my panel, and then I have an A2 sized piece of that same metallic cardstock that we used for the J and the Y that we're going to adhere it to. This will create a beautiful gold border that ties in with our metallic letters. To add some dimension, you can add adhesive foam squares to the back of your letters as well as the wreath. I recommend lining up your wreath on the center of the card before you add your letters. This will make the placement of the letters so much easier, and you can just place them with equal spacing on each side. You can see how that crisp white embossing adds some beautiful texture. We're going to add one more detail here using the Winter Wreath Accessories die set. These coordinate beautifully with both the big and the small wreath. You can create 4 additional bows with these dies. You also have 7 different mini layered houses. You can create 2 different sizes of pine trees, as well as 3 sizes of berries, and then there is also a small garland die. we're going to use one of these small bows, and I'll cut this out here from that same metallic gold cardstock as well as a piece of vellum. To create our tiny bow, I'll start by adding a small dot of glue to the top of the vellum bow tails, and then I can layer the vellum bow directly over the top. I'll add a small dot to the center of the bow and use the gold detail from the die cut that I created with the metallic cardstock. This is going to make it so that we don't see any of the glue coming through on the vellum. Now I've added glue to the back of the bow and I'm putting it on the bottom of our wreath. Next, I'll add glue here to the back of our completed panel and adhere it to an A2 sized card base. I'm also going to stamp an inside sentiment. So I'm laying my card here inside my stamping platform, and then I'm going to pick a sentiment from the Merry Wishes stamps. These are also part of the collection and work wonderfully with all of the different products. I'll ink up my stamp here with some intensified black ink and press this down. I love adding an inside sentiment because it makes your card feel complete. So here's our finished card with all of that beautiful shine from our metallic cardstock, the pretty bow and wreath details, as well as that lovely texture from our text in the background. The one thing I did not get a chance to share with you from the collection is the front door layering stencils. These stencils layer to create a beautiful front door background, and it pairs perfectly with the large wreath from the Winter Wreath die set. I hope this gives you some ideas for stretching your holiday stamps and dies in a new way. Please be sure to like and subscribe, as well as hit that notification bell so that you'll know about future videos here on the Hero Arts YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.